guys? Today I'm going to be answering your Electric Zoo questions. I'm super excited to be filming this video. I haven't posted too much Electric Zoo content on my channel and I really wanted to amp it up this year because this will be my third year attending EZoo. I absolutely love it. I'm from New Jersey. I work in Manhattan, so this is a festival that's like near where I live and I absolutely love attending. It's always such a good time. The lineup this year is fucking stacked. It's gonna be incredible. I have a video reviewing the lineup so far, and I also have a video that I just posted about travel information, so where to stay and how to get there if you want to check that out. I'll link it below and I'll put a card up in here. And then I also did, I think, a review and a recap when I went to EZoo in 2017, so that's pretty much like the content I already have on my channel, but I posted to you guys on Instagram and Twitter saying, let me know what questions you have. It could be anything festival related, and I just wanted to do one massive Q&A. So that's what today is. So I've gone through a couple of these questions and then a few of them I haven't even seen yet, so we're probably going to be covering like a mix of everything, but here we go. Oh, and one thing I wanted to mention before I get into the video, if you guys still need to buy tickets, I am selling discounted tickets. It's already on tier 3 of a lot of them, so they're selling really quickly, and that includes single, combo, and 3-day passes, GA and VIP. I have shuttle passes, I have ferry passes, so please DM me on Instagram if you want more information about that. It's super easy. So yeah, let me know if you guys want tickets. All right, I'm just gonna get through this. We're gonna do rapid fire. First question I have is, would this be a good festival to go alone or for a first time, and how's the crowd? I think this is definitely a good first time festival, 100%, because it's not overwhelmingly huge like an EDC Las Vegas or like even an Ultra, but there are still 4 stages. It's such a good time, especially if you like the lineup. I say go for it. The New York crowd is a really fun time. I feel like it's a mix of younger and older people, so the crowd kind of is a little bit of everything. It also happens over Labor Day weekend, so a lot of people in our area typically go to like the beach or the Hamptons, but yeah, you might get like a lot of college kids as well. I don't know, I met such a fun group the last time we were there. They were all from Florida. There was like 20 of them and we hung out with them the whole weekend, so definitely there's opportunities to meet people. I think you could for sure go alone. Just make sure whatever transportation you take, whether it's the ferry, whether you're walking over the bridge, you're doing a shuttle, just make sure you're like walking with people and you know, you get in an Uber or something safely, and check in with friends so they know where you are. Will you be doing a meet and greet again this weekend? 1000% gonna do a meet and greet. I have no idea when. It's like, I would love to do multiple, like maybe I'll do 2, because yeah, as many times as I can meet you guys would be amazing. We could all go attend a set together. We could all go to one of the bars together and have a drink. If you guys are 21 plus, that would be so fun. That would actually be a really good one. Maybe I'll do one that's like in general, and then maybe I'll do one that's like at a bar. That would be really fun. Let me know if you guys would want to go have like a shot together. Best thing to pack for when it rains. Okay, so, and somebody else actually asked about weather. Yeah, how has the weather been in the past? Okay, so here's the thing. August in New York is unpredictable. It's gonna be very humid and very hot, so I personally would pack a poncho just in case, bring it with you, and then if there's no chance of rain, you should be fine. If it is, then put it in your camelback, because in the past, knock on wood, they have had days canceled because of the weather, because of thunderstorms. Wear closed-toed shoes just in case there's like mud or anything like that, because that Randall's Island can get kind of muddy. And yeah, and then the one year it was gonna pour and they were handing out ponchos there, and luckily my friend and I grabbed them before they were completely out of them, and so we were just like dancing in the rain for the rest of the night, but other people were like completely soaked and miserable and ended up leaving early, so definitely be prepared to bring a poncho. First festival ever. Any tips, tricks, what to expect? Oh my god, you're gonna have so much fun. This is a really, really good one. Like I said, it's not too big. Everything's very walkable. Transportation can be a little tricky, so check out my video on that. There's really good food and drinks. Like the food is bomb at this festival because there's so many different food vendors from like New York and Brooklyn. So definitely like walk around and check out all the food vendors. Usually at this festival, all of the 21 plus areas are like roped off, so you get like a wristband, then you can go and drink. So there's some cool like sponsored areas to drink in. There's lots of cool photo ops here, and it's just a good time. It's a really fun crowd. I feel like a lot of people have energy. People get very dressed up. That's a big thing. People are in costumes, so do something fun with your outfit for sure, and just go in with an open mind. Just be judgment free. Everyone's there to have fun. So yeah, just go in, don't be like afraid of anything, wear whatever you want, stay hydrated, it's hot. What are activities one could do outside of EZoo? Ooh, okay, so if you're staying in like Manhattan or Upper East Side or even like Astoria, there's so many good neighborhoods, tons of places to eat. But if you're gonna be in New York, I would go do a brunch because the festival usually doesn't start until like 1 o'clock-ish on Saturday and Sunday. The Lower East Side of Manhattan has so many boozy brunches. Don't overdo it, but go to like a really nice brunch. There's so many good places to eat, so many rooftop bars in Manhattan. Go check out a rooftop and get that view, like do something fun like that. I'm thinking of going to EZoo someday. Is the venue a good venue and how's the traffic? I think the venue is really fun. It's cool, like the view is beautiful, of course, like it overlooks Manhattan, so it's gorgeous. Everything in New York is annoying to get to, but you pretty much take public transportation everywhere, so there's multiple things you can do. One of the easiest things is taking the 456 subway up to 125th Street in Harlem, and then you can literally walk across the bridge. A ton of people will be walking across, so you'll see it's like very crowded. That's super easy. Taking the ferry, getting the 3-day ferry pass if you're more Midtown Manhattan or you're coming from New Jersey, that's an easy way to go. But traffic, I mean, just leave extra time. If you're doing an Uber, you will sit in like a little bit of traffic, but you can't take Ubers off the island, so just be warned. There's also no parking on the island. How expensive are drinks? Also, will you be doing a meetup? Yeah, I'll be doing a meetup. Drinks, okay, so I just was there for Governor's Ball, which is the exact same location. Prices might be a little different, but they had a Bacardi bar, and I got a double drink. It was like a can about this big. It was a double shot, and I got to keep the can. It was like a souvenir cup. It was $25, so one drink gonna cost you like 12 or so. I don't know, it's a little pricey. Beer is cheaper than that. So like expect like the $10 to $16 range, or if you get a double, it could be in the 20s. So yeah, it's a little pricey. Any tips for dealing with the weather? I hit that already. Like I said, just be prepared. Don't wear any nice shoes, you guys. If it's gonna rain, don't wear nice shoes because they'll get ruined. It gets really muddy there. Where can I find hotels? Look at booking.com. Again, check out my travel video. I'll have more information there. Someone said this is in New York, right? I've been curious, but not sure if it's worth the flight from California. Yeah, so like literally I can put a picture up here that I did. It's literally on Randall's Island in New York City. So yeah, so you have like New York, this little tiny island, and then you have like the Bronx, Brooklyn, Astoria, Queens, like all that stuff. So yes, it's in New York. Is it cool to go alone if none of my friends want to go? And is it easy to make friends there? 1000%. I always tell people like, I've never done a festival alone, but actually at Governor's Ball, I was alone for like half an hour until I happened to run into some friends there. But yeah, I mean, I feel like if you're just in that scenario, you can just bump into so many people and just make friends. Like a lot of people there are pretty outgoing. Like I said, we made a whole group of friends from Florida when we were there, and I'm still friends with some of them on social media. So yeah, if you really want to go and like the lineup is speaking to you and you have the money, I say why not. You can also find groups on like Reddit and Facebook and stuff like that of other solo travelers. How many stages do they have? I believe last year there were 4. There's like 3 big ones and 1 smaller one. So I'm pretty sure, I don't know, I will see what the new theme this is, because in the past, the ones I had been to, the main stage was like the big animal. It was like a different animal every year. And then last year, they, for the 10th year, it completely changed what main stage looked like. It was like all these LED screens. So I'm very curious to see what they changed this year. It's gonna be interesting. How is EZoo compared to EDC? Like how big, how fun, lights, rides? There are no rides as far as I'm remembering at Electric Zoo. No rides, no like carnival games. There's a lot of like art installations and things like that that you can interact with. Again, a ton of food, a lot of drink areas. I would say it's very like 21 plus friendly. So like Bacardi has one area, Tito's like had an area. And yeah, and there were like lots of drinks and cocktails, mainly like 1 or 2 tented stages. The production's incredible, like all of that is really, really good, and everything's like pretty walkable. It gets pretty crowded, but compared to EDC Las Vegas, way smaller. Okay, that was all the questions from Instagram. I'm gonna pop over to YouTube. Okay, someone said, it's gonna be my first EZoo. I'm from Chicago, so I know it's gonna be hard to get around because of traffic and Labor Day weekend. That depends, because a lot of people who live in the city will not be in the city. They go to the Hamptons or like Long Island, but there might be a lot of people visiting New York, so what's the easiest and best way to get around the festival in the city? The subway, 1000%, where you could easily just hail a cab or do Uber or Lyft. Sometimes the cabs are expensive. So Uber and Lyft, there's a bajillion, so you can take those. Lastly, I heard so much about undercover cops and security being extra tough. How is security in your opinion? Okay, so here's what I'll say. Security in New York is tough. They definitely take it seriously. It's like legit. They have metal detectors and they definitely pat you down and they look through your stuff. They had dogs one year that I was there. But I mean, for the most part, like when I went to Governor's Ball a couple weeks ago, I shit you not, the like head of security was right next to me and they were going too slow through people's stuff. And I guess there was like a whole wave of people coming and he like turned to the people checking bags and he was like, we've got a wave coming in, everyone hurry it up, let's get through this. And then they just started really quickly just like looking and then like sending people through. So then I was like, what? Like that was so easy. So it depends, just be careful, that's all I'll say. Be careful with your stuff. Someone said going to EZU and New York City for the first time from California, so I'm scared as shit right now. Don't be scared. I know it's weird because I've like lived here forever, but don't be scared. New York's the fucking coolest. You're gonna love it. My main questions about weather, best places to stay that are closest to the venue, which airports are closest to the venue, some cool places to visit and eat as well. Nearest airports are JFK and LaGuardia. LaGuardia is under construction right now, so it kind of sucks traffic-wise getting in and out, but those are the closest. Newark Airport is the closest to me, that's in New Jersey. But LaGuardia and JFK are your go-to. Again, best places to stay, you can do Airbnbs, you can do hotels. Airbnbs in like Astoria and Brooklyn would be totally fine. Or like I said, you could look in the Upper East Side or Midtown Manhattan, see like what has deals on like booking.com. Okay, first EZU for us Canadians. Guys, so many people coming for the first time. This is so exciting. I think this lineup brought in so many people. We're gonna be staying in the Astoria area. Best way to get to the festival, I covered that already. Can you also recommend some restaurants for couples? That Friday will be our anniversary. Aw, thank you so much and happy anniversary, that's so exciting. Ooh, in Astoria, there's a lot of good places. There's a lot of good, there's a huge Greek population there, so there's a lot of good Greek restaurants. I'm gonna try and, I'll try and contact you directly. If I forget, remind me, but I'll send you some recommendations. A lot of really good places in like Williamsburg to eat. That's like super hipster and trendy. Ooh, Mike said, how much has EZU changed since 2017? I haven't been there since then because I live in Orlando. Is it comparable or different to Sunset Music Fest? I've never been to Sunset Music Fest, but my last time at EZU was 2017 as well. From what I saw from last year, like I said, they completely redid the main stage, so I'm really curious if they aren't gonna do an animal again this year and if they're gonna do something completely different, so that will be very interesting. It's also just really cool to see like all the art installations and like the theme of everything. I feel like they very heavily rely on the themes that they pick in their stage design, in just like the theming of like everything in the festival. So I think it's gonna be very dependent on like how much they lean into the theme that the EZU Evolved picked this year. Ooh, somebody asked about after parties and DJ location. There are a fuck ton of clubs in Brooklyn. That is most likely where there are going to be after parties. So Shemansky, the Brooklyn Mirage, Avant Gardner, Elsewhere is a rooftop party. I'm trying to think what else off the top of my head. There's a bunch and they'll definitely post them. I can do a follow-up video on that like when it's much closer to the festival. Christy said outfit ideas and after party guide. I'm 1000% pulling together a full outfit try-on video for you. I ordered a bunch of stuff for EZU. I'm like hoping the weather holds out because I got some really cool new outfits, so I will be doing that for you. People asking about pickpocketing. You do have to be careful. I will say there are some pickpockets, so just like be very aware of your stuff. And then, oh, this is a good question. Like, what is the experience like just going one day versus the whole weekend? So I went just one day in 2016. I went on Sunday. It was so fun. Like, I for sure think it's worth going one day if you can only do that. I have a ton of my best friends, my boyfriend are all coming just on Sunday of the festival. So if I do a meetup that day, you guys will meet my friends, you'll meet my boyfriend, Brian will be there. I'm so excited. Guys, this is his first like festival with me. I think he's done EZU before, but this is our first festival together, which is super weird. I was like, you're coming, because Seven Lions is on Sunday. But anyway, I digress. So I think it's still worth it to 100% like just go for one of the days if that's all you can make. I remember when I went in 2016, I had so much fun. I was so upset I didn't go the other days. So I mean, obviously I would vote for go all three, but it's hard to do it, especially on Friday if you have work or you have school or something like that. You do have to like take off or maybe leave early because it does start at like 4 or 5 o'clock, so you just have to be careful, but you'll still get an incredible experience if you can only go one day. Like for sure, I think it's worth it. Oh, this is a great question from Ariel, sorry if I butchered that. So I've never been to NYC or Electric Zoo. For someone like myself, would you say it's cool to do Electric Zoo like how you do EDC Las Vegas, where you go to bars, clubs, pool parties, and whatnot that are exclusive to the city along with going to the festival? Or is it better to just go for the festival and explore New York City on a trip of its own? If you have time, 100%, I think you can do other things outside of Electric Zoo. In the past, it's ended around midnight, I want to say, if not 11 or midnight, like around there. So you want, like, maybe you could do an after party Friday night or Saturday night. Again, see how you feel. You should have plenty of time to like rest and go to the festival the next day. Like again, it starts usually around 1 o'clock on Saturday and Sunday, but you may not even roll through until like 3 or 4. And again, everything is really, really close to Brooklyn, so you could easily walk over the bridge, take a subway or take the shuttle back to Brooklyn and then go do an after party and then Uber back to a hotel or whatever it is. So yeah, I mean, if one of your favorite artists is playing an after party, I recommend it. It's a good time. Bring some extra money though, because clubs and drinks in Brooklyn are a little bit pricey. One of my RAVE fam members, Brady, was visiting over Labor Day weekend. So my best friend Tara and I went and met them in the Lower East Side and did a boozy brunch, and then she and I Ubered to the festival. So like you definitely can do other things. There's so many museums in New York on the Upper East Side, which is already like on your way to the festival. So you could totally go do a museum or something like that. Can you have a meetup for Saturday? I have school Friday, so I can't show up Friday, but I'm going Saturday and Sunday. Yes, so that definitely is something I'm considering. Like I said, if I don't do one like each day, I might just do like an official meetup. And then one day I might just do a meet me at the bar if you guys want to come get a drink with me and all my friends. And then maybe we'll do like a come attend a set with me, and I'll pick like 7 Lions or like whatever it is, and we could pick a meeting spot and then we could all attend one of the sets together. Would you guys like that? Like sort of like mixing it up so they're not all just like meetup spots, but they're more like fun, interactive things. We can go do stuff together. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards that so that I can have multiple. I just hope you guys come. Oh my God, I'm scared. I'm gonna pick something and then no one's gonna come. But yeah, let me know if you guys want to do any and all of those things, because I'm more than happy to do that, one per day. That would be really cool. So anyway, that is everything I have for the Q&A today. I know this is a very long video, but I hope you guys found this helpful. I will have more EZoo content coming down the line. Stay tuned for after parties, outfits, like all that fun stuff. So please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I would absolutely love it if you guys subscribe. If you're new here and you're just watching for the first time, please stick around. Share this video with your friends, you guys. I appreciate you guys sharing and telling your friends about my channel and getting the word out. We're growing and it's awesome, so thank you guys. Cannot wait for EZoo. Hope you go watch some of my other videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.